don't want to forget these grapes on the side here too. To me, they're an important part of the composition. So start with the darkish. I still have that green mixed. Start with the darkest for the shadow. And actually, I think I've got those shadows a little too green. Oh, but I just put too much red on. So take a little bit of red, which is the complementary color of green and helps with the shadowing. This grape has practically no shadow. The one in the front, but I'm putting some in there anyway. And there's a little shadow going around the other grape that's on the outside. I mean, it's on the inside, but the outside of the group. Still trying to mix that light color for the grapes. Sometimes when I'm painting something round, I just take the brush and kind of go around with the brush. That last grape on the far left seems like it's mostly in shadow. But I have some shadow, cast shadow on the cloth from those grapes. Okay. So I've got about cast shadow on the cloth from the grapes. So I just grab some of that shadow from the pink cloth and now, the difficult part is the glass, the wine glass, and portraying that. And by the way, the photograph is is lighter than what it actually looks like. So I'm going to sort of clean these brushes a little bit with my OMS, which is also called either Gamsol, or there's another one I cannot remember the name of because I usually use Gamsol, which is made by the people that make Gamblin paints. I'm not trying to put out there a brand or anything, but they're basically two types of OMS, Gamsol and the other one that I can't remember the name of, but they're both very good. Okay, the glass. Well, there's a lot of the background in the glass. And there's a lot of the wine being yellow. It's kind of making the background, which is a dark, dark blue, look a little bit greenish. So the wine glass is really going to be the most tricky part of this whole thing. And I'm going to try to go to some of my grays that are still here and see how this will go. It's not as dark. So grabbing a little bit of yellow. I need to work on the flowers, but I want to do something with this wine glass because it's the hardest part. That's probably too dark. Let's see how this does. I think that might be a good approximation of the color. And I have to keep looking at the glass while I'm painting it. Okay, the wine color is very close to the color, the yellow color that is in the flowers, in the sunflowers. So I'm gonna go back to that and try to mix good color for the wine where it's lit. Okay, we'll attempt this first try. Okay, so this is a tricky part of doing this wine. I've got a finer brush. I want to do this little line. Unfortunately, it's mixing in with the darker color. So I'll just kind of keep working on it and hope I can get it right. There's also a highlight in there. There's also a little line going across the other side of the ellipse of the wine. So I've got pretty much the wine itself in here. I need to make a little refinement along the edge, which I might do in a minute. And then there's some highlight. There are about, oh gosh, there are quite a few little highlights in the wine part of it. And then you can see a lot of highlights in the glass where it's just glass above too, where the inside of the wine glass is very dark, but you can tell it's a wine glass because of the highlights. So I might just pause right there and start putting in some other things. I might start putting in some more of the shadows of the colors and maybe alternating. I'll just alternate back and forth.